Hi, good morning. It's a cold morning. Hamatan came early this year. Hope you guys are doing well. So, I've got to hear stories of some people saying, when some guys come asking for their hand in marriage, they ask them, is the dog in your house still alive or dead? And when they ask, what dog? Sometimes the guys will say, we don't have dog in our house. They say, I mean your mother. You know, that's derogatory statement is somehow. But if you now check it again, it's because of the way some mother-in-laws behave towards their sons' wives. I used to wonder, I used to think, and I'm like, these daughters that your sons are getting married to, they also came from a family, right? They also have mothers. You are the woman that have become a mother-in-law or a soon-to-be mother-in-law, you are also somebody's daughter, right? And you got married to your own husband, who is also somebody's son, right? Were you treated badly by your mother-in-law? So if you were treated badly by your mother-in-law, it means you're going to treat your daughter-in-law badly? That's a very wrong thing to do. I attended a government secondary school, and back in the days, when seniors, oh my God, seniors have so much power. Sometimes it's like they even have more power than the teachers, and most especially when you are a prefect. So if a particular senior dealt with you, as soon as that person is graduating, and the person have a relative in that school, or a younger sister or brother, or that person don't die, like transference of what? Aggression, which is not supposed to be. Me, I believe in if you are treated bad, if you're not a bad person, you should treat another person right, because you want to tell the person, you see this trend, it is not something that is supposed to be. Rather, every mother-in-law is supposed to be friend their sons' wives. Your sons' wives are supposed to be your what? Friends. Because these are the ones that are replacing your daughters that have also gone into another person's family to continue to multiply for them. And if you don't also have a daughter, by direct implication, as soon as whether it's your son or your sons gets married to these beautiful daughters, you have to make them your friends and even your sisters. Do you know that there are some wonderful mother-in-laws that what their daughter-in-laws will tell them, their daughter-in-laws will not tell their own biological mothers? And you'll be wondering, maybe the woman did some charm. I used to tell people, if there are charms that will make family to be united, please send that charm to me. I want it. Because what is family if there is no unity? Family should be love. Family should be unity. Family should be togetherness. If you are hurted outside, the next place you are running to go is your family. Because you know that by the time you get there, nobody judges you. Everybody gives you shoulder to lean on. If you don't befriend your son's wife, or wives as the case may be, you as a woman that has become a mother-in-law, you are endangering your life. You know that. You know. If you have 2 sons, 5 sons, 7 sons, for instance, and you don't have a daughter, and then these sons in turn marry 7 daughters from various families, don't you know you are a blessed woman? Girls coming from different cultures, different families, bringing different family values and all of that. Even if your son end up marrying a woman that came from a family that, is disjointed, but because of your presence, the marriage makes that girl to come to the realization of what love truly is, and not somebody coming out from a family that has pain and entering into your family as marriage, and you making life a living hell for that person. Stop endangering your life as a mother-in-law. Befriend your son's wives. See, there is no daughter-in-law that have come to compete for your love with your son. Your daughter-in-laws are not your rivals. The love between a mother and a son is static. The love between a husband and a wife is also static. What I mean is that your love cannot be shared with your son's wife. So everybody have their place. But you know what? There is another thing I have also come to realize, that a bad wife can never make a good mother. Talk more of making a good mother-in-law or making a good grandmother. So it takes a good person. It takes a good woman. It takes a woman that is full of joy. No matter where she came from, no matter where she is coming from, no matter the circumstances of life, to still remain joyful and extend it to her son's wives, and by extension, her daughter's husband. Because I'm not just talking to mother-in-laws to sons' wives. I'm also talking to mother-in-laws to daughters' husbands. You feel you want to make life miserable for your son's wives. They are going to make you hate yourself. See, times have changed though. Gone were the days where people do mumu mumu mumu. Now, mother-in-laws wey no get sense to befriend their daughter-in-laws. Instead, they want to be poisoning. Instead, they want to be adding fire. Instead, they'll be praying for evil. They collect it woto woto from the daughter-in-laws. I mean, you can't come and master me and disrespect me and expect me to respect you. No. It is what you pay for that you get. So the long and short of this video is love. Love makes you younger. As a woman that have already produced children that are going to bring in wives and are also going to bring in husbands. If you don't love your daughter's in-laws and your son's in-laws, make them your friends, your life will be dwindling. You will discover that you have daughters in-laws and sons in-laws, but you are all by yourself. You are all alone. Do you know there are some things that your children will want to do, but because you are so close with your in-laws, your sons in-laws, your daughters in-laws, they will fight for you. They say, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Your daughter's in-laws speaks on your behalf. Do you know that because your son gives you money, sends food for you, don't you know it is the wife he keeps at home that initiates that? Of course, you should know that. Women are supposed to be homekeepers, but there are some women that are not homekeepers. And that is why the book of Proverbs, the Bible says, he that finds a wife finds a good thing. And another side said, a wise woman builds her home, but a foolish one tears it down. Don't be a foolish mother-in-law. As a young lady that is growing, it is now that we will know whether you are going to be a good mother-in-law or not. You are a sister-in-law. You are wicked and terrible to your brother's wife. You are wicked and terrible to your sister's husband. You are already showing the sign of what you are going to be. And see, God is going to give you, is it God? The universe is going to give you a matching energy of daughters-in-laws and sons-in-laws that are going to prepare you. Because, see, life is garbage in, garbage out. It is what you give that you will get. And when you are getting it, you get it in multiple returns. Mother-in-laws, I say again, befriend your son's wives. Befriend your daughter's husbands. When I say befriend your daughter's husbands and your son's wives, you know what that means. Make them feel at home with you. You see some people, they go as far as calling you my mother-in-law, not my mother-in-law. When you hear women that say something like that, it is because that woman have done something extraordinary as against the ideas that people have already had about mother-in-laws. And I want to let you know that all mother-in-laws are not the same. We have sweet souls, like I have mentioned before now, because they have always been sweet souls. But you see terrible mother-in-laws, they have always been bitter souls, right from their girlhood stage. I say it again, a bad girl can never make a good wife, can never make a good mother, can never make a good mother-in-law, can never make a good grandmother. And you will collect it woto woto. I think they said a word is enough for the wise. And that is the reason I have come to share this with you in this cold morning, to tell you how important it is. If you check around, you see that we don't have problem of father-in-laws. Have you ever had any daughter-in-law or son-in-law complaining of their father-in-laws? It is always the women, the women, the women. You forget that you came from a family and you entered into that family. Then you shouldn't allow your son to bring in somebody that will have peace of mind. Mama, shift one side, and respect yourself. Be kind. It pays a whole lot to be kind. It pays a whole lot to be liberal. Take that your son's wife like your daughter. Of course, if you're a bad woman and you didn't take care of your daughter or your son, the same thing will be applicable to your children's spouses. Let me try to end this by saying this. A mother that has a divided attention for her children, she will also share it with the spouses. What do I mean? If a mother hates her daughter, she will definitely hate her daughter's husband. If a mother hates her son, for whatever reason, that hatred will also be transferred to the son's wife. No matter if that son's wife is a cool-headed person or the daughter's husband is a cool-headed person. A wicked woman is always a wicked woman, but don't you be a wicked woman. Be that woman that befriends your daughters and sons-in-law. And you see, life will be very sweeter. Even at 70, you'll be looking 25. I hope you make use of this.